John Gooden alongside Jake Hadley, who gets a big finish here at London's O2. First of all, congratulations. Next up, what was it like to walk out to those fans tonight?
Felt amazing, you know. I felt like a modern day gladiator. Felt like all these people are here for me, you know. I'm a warrior. I've come here to fight for the people, you know what I mean? That's what I got in this business for, you know. That's what I thrive off. I'm a bloodthirsty animal. I don't want to sound too like over the top and violent, but that is me, you know what I mean? So yeah.
It's been a wild week, and we will cover those parts in just a second, but to finish the fight the way that you did, is that like the perfect way to set everything up and silence all of the noise that went before you this week?
Yeah, well, you know, I treated him like I knew I was going to treat him like he was nothing. I was going to beat him in every aspect of the game, and he couldn't even get out the first aspect of the game, which is the striking. No disrespect to Malcolm, but he's not on my level, and none of these guys are on my level, you know what I mean? You know, obviously I've picked up a loss in the past, but I've learned from that. I've got better. I'm growing all the while. I'm in the gym all the while, and you know, I'm getting there and getting better all the time.
Talk to me about body shots.
Yeah, man. Obviously, you know, I don't want to help other fighters and give other fighters free knowledge, but you know, growing up as a kid, you know, I was very big into boxing and that, and my dad, he boxed as an amateur, and I remember being a young lad and my dad watching a sparring video of me and saying, "Look, all you do is fucking throwing headshots. Start throwing some body shots," and moaned at me. And then when I went back to the gym, I started throwing body shots. I started putting them down in the gym. So he's always told me to mix up my attacks: head, body, head, leg, body, head, kicks, mixed martial arts, and that's what finished Gooden.
Yeah, and I saw like the white Kong came out with the exactly that. It was a lovely way to finish it. Now he missed weight, and it was a big miss as well. Can you talk about that decision-making process, about when you find out that he's missed weight by quite a long way, and what the next steps are?
Yeah, well, it was a bit of an hard one to decide if to take it or not, because 3.5 pounds as a flyweight is a lot. But I am a big flyweight myself, you know, so yeah, but it was a big miss, and I think it was a strategic miss based on my loss before, where Nascimento was able to pin me on the floor, and I feel like that was his game plan, to pin me on the floor. But as you've seen in the fight, I was probably triple the size of the guy anyway, like I said. So, you know, these guys, the last two opponents have missed weight. I think it's both been strategic. But I've took 30% of his money, finished him, and probably handed him his pink slip.
How does that make you feel when you believe that fighters are strategically not doing... I mean, it's a big no-no in the professional ranks. You've got to make the weight. So the mindset that you come in must be kind of angry in a way? Disrespected?
Not really, because you know, he's a man. He's got to do what he can to stay in the UFC. With a win, he would have stayed in. You know, with a loss, now he's on the chipping board and getting kicked out. So it's like I think he did it to try and give himself an advantage to try and stay in the UFC with a win. But it backfired on him, and now he's probably going to get cut. Shame for him. But yeah, you know.
What was it like to stand there in the middle of the octagon with DC, recognising the swag, the walk? You know, we're missing the belts from before, but you're at the big show now. And then I could hear, you wouldn't know this, but when you watch this back, like DC apparently was like dancing back at the commentary position as well. I can see you like that.
Yeah, man, that's what, you know, I'm just thriving in the moment. Well, my confidence is coming out in the cage, and I'm very confident in my abilities. I know I'm going to be champion one day. Yeah, just put my belief in God and my hard work, and I'm going to get there.
One thing I can't let you go without talking about it, sadly. I was right there, beginning of fight week. We were having a chat. I was talking to your team about some stuff, and then I saw that Makayev was making his way across. I tried to sort of get in the middle a little bit, but he flew past me and came at you guys. I know that there's been some beef in the past, but now with a win like that, I mean, is it setting up like an all-UK kind of matchup in the flyweight division?
Yeah, well, I hope so. Obviously, it's been going on for a long while since we was amateurs. I don't think there's no need to try and fight me in the hotel. I mean, you know, there's the civilians in the hotel, there's normal people, probably old ladies and everything in the hotel, and you're trying to create a fight, a scene there. You know, what's going to happen if we start having a fight, you know what I mean? It's very unprofessional. You know, fight me. If you want to fight me in the cage. You know, we're in fight business. If there's a problem, there's a cage. You know, we could solve it. Or come down the gym and I'll punch your head in there. But we can't fight here, mate. You know what I mean? I'm having a conversation with you and he's flying over to me. You know what I mean? It's like my fucking 56-year-old dad's in the middle of it trying to protect his son because I got this hooligan trying to attack me. You know what I mean? But it's a statement to his character because he, you know, once the camera comes out, he puts his little glasses on. He's all the nice boy. But behind the scenes, you know, he's trying to fight Paddy Pimblett. He's trying to fight me. He's trying to fight other guys, and it's just like, and he's been being nothing but trying to be a bully to me all week. I'm in the back, and he's like, "What are you looking at? What are you know, mate. You know." He's trying to be a bully, but he's trying to bully the wrong guy because our cave is heading. You know what I mean? And it's all right going on gangster, but you're a crotch sniffer. You won't strike. You won't even take no one down. You won't hit them if you take them down. You're just a hugger. So don't go on gangster when you're a hugger. But you know, Malcolm get him life or death work. I just finished him in a minute.
Is that the statement? Is that the statement you were looking for tonight?
Yeah, that's the statement I was looking for.
What's next then?
Hopefully, either a top 15 guy or Makaev. You know what I mean? Hopefully, a top 15 guy.
Nice. And what do you do now after celebrating a win like that?
Burger King, Burger King. I talked to Bob Aaron because he's my man. Don King, kiss my ass.
Congratulations, Jake. Thank you very much. Enjoy your victory. Stick around. We're going to have more interviews coming up.